Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
Okay, have I done this topic, edible oil deficiency thing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's begin with this class today. This edible oil thing is quite important because in the recent time during COVID also, or before that, you must have heard that a lot of news was going on about edible oils. In the newspaper, you could see a lot of articles and a lot of discussions. But why? I just want to know from every one of you, ki, what is the reason why we are discussing so much about edible oils in recent past? Why do we get to see a lot of news about edible oils? What is the use of edible oils? Where do we use it? Please answer me. Unmute yourself and answer me.
Cooking, ma'am.
Food processing industry, ma'am.
Okay. So, see, only if we are using in cooking, then why there is such a huge hue and cry that I mean, you must have heard that we are one of the largest importer of edible oils. So, why do we import oils? I mean, why the need is increasing for the imports? Okay, that question can be addressed in the next few slides. Okay, so currently we can see some data and facts. Okay, the total edible oil production in India is just 7.31 million tons. Okay, which is very less compared to the demand. Demand is 25.5 million tons. Okay, so demand and supply gap. There's a huge demand and supply gap. Around 60 to 70% of the edible oil need of India is fulfilled through the imports. Hence, this is increasing our import bills and having a burden on our foreign reserves, you can say. And India is third largest consumer of edible oil. Plus, India is also one of the largest producer of edible oil. Just like the demand in India is around 6, then the production is 4. So the gap between the 6 and 4 we have to import and fulfill it. Am I clear? Am I too fast?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, and next few years, the demand for edible oil is going to increase constantly. There will be increase in demand year after year because of the food habits and increasing urbanization. You yourself must have seen in your household that when you were kids, the usage of oil was very less compared to what it is now, because now our food pattern has changed. Urbanization has a huge impact, and kind of Western food patterns also impacting us, because now we are preferring more of this fried items. All of these items require a lot of oil. Even the household domestic consumption has increased over a year because of the food pattern, change in food pattern, urbanization. Yes, these are the reasons why edible oil is becoming very important. Okay, India is the fourth largest oilseed producer country in the world. After US, China, Brazil, India comes fourth largest oilseed producer. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, around 13% of the gross cropped area in India is under oilseed production. Okay, so what are the major oilseed producing states? Okay, tell me what? Sneha, I think you were trying to answer me. What are the major oilseed producing states?
Ma'am, it's Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra
Yeah,
Pradesh.
this we have already done it in the previous classes. These are one of the major oil producing states. Okay, but if you take in particularly groundnut, okay, groundnut, Gujarat is a leading producer of groundnut. Next comes Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Okay, if you go with mustard, the leading producer is Haryana and West Bengal, UP. Okay, and soya bean, you must have heard that soya bean. If you see the soya bean packs which we get in packet, you must have seen that it is produced in MP, because the largest producer of soya bean is Madhya Pradesh. Am I clear? And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
recent current event is, recently Indian scientists have developed a high yielding pest resistant variety of soya bean. It's called MACS 1407. This is a new kind of variety which is high yielding and pest resisting, which can actually make soybean cultivation very compatible in the northeastern region. You can say in Assam, northeastern states, Chhattisgarh, and all of this area, the soybean production can be extended with this high yield variety seeds. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what are the challenge? What are the challenges in the oil? Just a sec. Okay, what are challenges in meeting the edible oil demand domestically? What are the challenges? What do you think is the challenges? Why are we not able to produce enough oil in our country? Sneha.
Ma'am, I think it's climate and lack of support from the government for oil seeds,
Okay, climate.
other products rather than rice or paddy or wheat, etc.
Okay, climate. I think you need to elaborate me a little bit, but then yes, I agree with your second point that yes, the MSP. Okay, because we import oil or palm oils or all kind of oils from abroad or imported. Hence, the import. I mean, it becomes cheaper and more like too much competition for the Indian producers. Hence, the farmers basically they think it's better to switch to some like competing relatively higher profit yielding producers such as maize, cotton, etc. So this is one of the reason, and the first reason is stagnation in oil production. Okay, the why we are not able to meet oil demand. Okay, what the demand, why we are not able to fulfill the demand? Because of the stagnation in oilseed production. See, over past few years there is very minimal increase in the oilseed production, even though government is providing various schemes. Like recently government has even said that around 36,000 would be given per acre has a subsidy during first 3 years of plantation of oil seeds, but the area under oil seeds are not increasing. It's because of stagnation. Because of the people's thinking, or I can say that because farmers are not comfortable, they're not sure about the returns. Okay, second, low remuneration. Okay, it's for like the large farmers are actually getting a lot of benefit, and the small and marginal farmers are not finding it more profitable. Plus there is a because of the oil prices in India, which is not that great, and farmers do not feel comfortable in actually producing oil seeds. Okay, next is I mean, MSP is also one of the factor. Reduction in area under cultivation. So there is, more preference given to maize and cotton and all this cultivation, rice cultivation, rather than oilseed cultivation because of the demand and supply chain. You can say as the import dependency. Agriculture conditions also in India are not reliable due to the changing climate factors. Next, no coercive policy. What is this? Because there's lack of clear policy and how to what is the procurement agency, how to give it, how to sell it, what are the procurement agencies which are buying it. Yes, am I clear? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am, it's
No,
clear.
ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, so what is the way forward? How can we meet the challenges of edible oil demand and domestically? How can we do it?
Ma'am, since India is relatively, they consume a lot of palm oil,
Mhm.
and the gestation period for palm is very long.
Mhm.
Therefore, farmers are not very certain about growing palm trees for production. So maybe
Okay.
we can incentivize that area and introduce MSP for it.
Yeah, okay, it can be one of the solution. Yes, then we have to diversify. We have to give awareness to the consumers about Indian domestically produced oils. Okay, we have to give that, give such kind of education, and we have to provide irrigation facility, and we have to this see so in the case of agriculture conditions, you can say that small and marginal farmers they lack resources, and due to non availability of high quality seeds, they do not want get into or venture into edible oil production. Hence, what we have to do, we have to give them this facility where the seeds are provided them at not much distance, but a very close distance. They can get the seeds. Okay, and yield also, it's totally dependent or mostly dependent on monsoon. Hence, we have to provide them irrigation. So in India, rain-fed agriculture is around 70%. So we have to provide them with irrigation facility. Okay, so the way forward is diversification, extension of oilseed cultivation to okay. So even in the barren lands which are left barren, or some lands are left barren for certain times, so there also we can cultivate oilseeds. Okay, so please make the note of all of these things. Just a brief point, just in points you can make note it down. So it will be easy for future reference. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there are steps taken by government. See, have you heard about Ashok Dalwai committee? I have said about this committee a lot of times in the class. Do you guys remember about Ashok Dalwai committee?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is Ashok Dalwai committee was basically for doubling farmers' income. Even this committee also had certain recommendations on increasing oilseed production. And next we had National Mission on Oilseeds and Oil Palm. This was one of the mission which was implemented in 3 phases or 3 different levels. That is MM1, mini mission 1, that is oilseeds, mini mission 2, oil palm, mini mission 3 is tree-based oil. So we wanted to diversify our edible consumption to different oil production. Okay, different kind of palm oils, oil seeds. Okay, so this program, it was a good success, but eventually it became stagnant. Like many of the other programs, this became eventually stagnant. Hence, a government introduced on the same line, government introduced one more mission called Mission Tilhan. This is very important, and it's a very recent program called Mission Tilhan. Please try to make a small note. It can be important from prelims point of view. So this Mission Tilhan is to make India self-sufficient in oilseed production. Okay, so India, we are importing huge chunk of oils from the foreign countries or other countries. Hence, we want to make ourselves self-sufficient in oilseed production. Hence, a government introduced Mission Tilhan. Mission Tilhan and Mission Oilseed Production, Oilseeds and Oil Palm, almost the objective is kind of same. It is targeted to increase the production. Yes. See here, you can see in this PPT, I guess, Mission Tillan I have not put in PPT, so try to make a small note of it. But in case of National Mission on Oilseed and Oil Palm, you can see this objective. So please make a small notes of these missions. Okay, the first objective is there will be 3 segments. Okay, second is increase in the production of oil seeds. Third is increase seed replacement ratio with focus on varietal replacement, increase irrigation cover and oil seed from 26% to 36%. So am I clear with this point that they wanted to increase the seed replacement ratio with focus on varietal replacement, that every time there should be some variety. The land should not be used to the same kind of variety. And plus irrigation coverage, they are focusing on increasing the irrigation coverage from the present 26% to 36%. Yes, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and basically under in seed replacement ratio, they wanted to measure how much of the total crop area was sown with certified seeds in comparison to farm saved seeds. You must have seen in what happens. Farmers save seeds for harvesting season. So now we wanted to actually have a proper record of how much is seed replacement ratio, how much are the certified seeds, and how much are the farm saved seeds are used, and what is the productivity of it. So they can have a clear idea about the productivity. Yes, am I clear? Next, diversification of area from low yielding cereal crops to oilseed cropping, intercropping of oilseeds with cereal and pulses and sugarcane. You must have you heard about intercropping?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what are the benefits of intercropping?
Increasing production.
Yeah, everything is actually we are doing. Yeah, what? Taba?
Recover manure, what you say, soil level.
Soil fertility, yes.
Soil fertility level, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Adequate use of water.
Okay, yes, best maximum possible use of water. Yes, all of these are the features of intercropping. This is the reason why we want to do intercropping. Now, government is promoting intercropping of oil seeds with cereals and pulses or sugarcane. Yes, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so use of next point is use of fallow land after paddy and potato cultivation. See, there will be land left out, after paddy and potato cultivation. Yes, for some period. So we can use this for cultivation of oil seeds. And next is expansion of cultivation of oil palms and tree-borne oil seeds. See, now we want to go from a traditional method to a modern method. We want to promote more of tree-borne oil seeds. Okay, in watershed and wastelands. Okay, in case of we have a lot of land which is left as waste barren land, so there we want to promote tree grown oil seeds. Next is increasing availability of quality planting material, enhancing procurement of oil seeds and collection. See, now we want to give a better quality material so that there will be good output. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Till here everything is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
clear.
Next is next topic. See, this topic is done. It was a very small topic of edible oil, and it is very important. So try to have a brief idea about it, because if there is any question on this topic, you should be able to write the answer. Try to begin the answer with this kind of data. A little bit of data can enhance your quality of your answers. So try to put this little bit data, that what is the current production, how much we are importing, and what is the demand and supply gap and import. Yes, am I clear? Next, there can be some question about this kind of questions, ki which state is the largest producer of soya bean, mustard, groundnut. So try to remember this name. I remember there was one exam where they asked which state is the largest producer of soya bean. So just try to remember this, and you have to know the challenges which are like very common, very normal, just like other crops. So please try to have a note of it, and suggest a way forward, very good way forward, and give some with the way forward. Just before way forward, you can give some suggestions, or you can just write a recommendation of Dalwai committee, or you can just write the government already has this kind of programs, and so that implementation of program in a right manner could solve the problem. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next is agriculture education. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I heard there's only one person in the class who have done BSc in agriculture. So why a lot of people are not actually not pursuing career in agriculture? Rather, you must have seen in your own class there are a lot of people from engineering background, or now recently medical studies are becoming prominent. So why not agriculture? Answer me. Why not agriculture?
Ma'am, because it is seen as a lost art right now. It's not as profitable as compared to any other field.
Okay, why is there any one of you who thought of doing your graduation or masters after you are 12th standard, except one guy who have done it? But other than that, and even him, look at him, even he is last time I had asked him why you are not continuing, you had your own reason. But anyways, why none of you had thought of doing your masters or further education in agriculture?
Ma'am, lack of awareness about the subject and its scope is
Yes,
the biggest.
right, good, Sneha. Next, anyone else?
Low return from it.
Okay, so actually, I didn't. There are so many charts. So many people have sent me the reply, but actually, I prefer you people on your mic and just answer it. That would be more convenient and more interactive. Okay, please. I mean, I have heard every one of your voice in the class, so please try to be interactive and try to unmute yourself and answer me. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay. Have you heard about new education policy of 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Every one of you heard it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so under this Pradhan Mantri, the Prime Minister had introduced, like, had said that we need a new education policy, and he had introduced new education policy 2020. Okay, in this policy, there was a lot of focus, at least compared to previous, whatever it is, the lot of focus was given on agriculture. Now, agriculture, we are speaking more than horticulture, floriculture, more than that. We are talking about market infrastructure, production, processing, mega food parks. We are talking about a lot of other stuff. We are trying to make agriculture one of the very, lucrative field, you can say, and we want to retain our younger population and generation in the agriculture sector. Basically, there was a saying, in recent year that no farmer's son want to be a farmer. This was a problem in our agriculture sector because agriculture was seen as one of the, sector where there was not enough income. Okay, too much hard work and less. So, that was because agriculture was basically followed in a traditional manner. We had agriculture practices which were followed, which was based on traditional, form of method or methods. Okay, so hence, government has brought in this policy now where they want to promote agriculture education also in India. In India, we have very less number of colleges and universities dedicated completely for agriculture. Okay, even if there is universities and colleges for agriculture, the number of students in these colleges are quite low. Hence, we want to actually now promote this agriculture education. So, significance of agriculture education in India is self-reliance of village and rural economy. See, agriculture is backbone of any economy. Around 50% of the population is dependent on agriculture directly or indirectly. It provides raw material to our industries as well. So any economy which have to become self-reliance or atmanirbhar, it have to have a strong agriculture based economy, which is on which other sectors are built upon. Yes. So next is emerging food processing industry. Now agriculture commodities are not just seen as something to be consumed and forgotten. It is seen as a kind of product. Yeah, we give them certain GI geographical indications. We have geographical indications. We give them branding. Tribal produce, we have a brand name for everything. We are promoting such kind of thing. We are actually adding value and enhancing value of agriculture produce. So food processing industry, we have already seen about this industry. So this industry has a huge potential to provide employment to large number of people. So this can be the employment providing sector of in agriculture. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I too fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Next is sustainable agriculture practices. See, if we educate our youth and our next generation or coming generation about agriculture, then we can have sustainable agriculture. Okay, in recent times we are promoting zero based agriculture. Okay, organic agriculture. Yeah, zero budget agriculture, organic farming, all of this. So this need to be educated to people. We need to teach them how to have a zero budget agriculture or what is that, organic agriculture. Yeah, organic form of. Next is boosting agriculture export in changing globalized scenario. See, many countries are exporting a lot of agriculture produces, but in India, the scope is very high. But what we do is we are not able to export as much as our potential is. It's because of supply chain problem, because of lack of awareness, and a lot of other problem, that is phytosanitary problems. Also, we are facing. Am I clear? Is there any other? Is there anything else you guys want to add on to this? Why
Clear, ma'am.
India? Yeah, why India's export is not, agriculture export is not as much as like Australia, you can say, New Zealand, which they are one of the largest exporter of animal based produce or milk. Why not India? Because India has one of the largest bovine populations. Still, we are not able to compete with them. What is the reason?
Adulteration.
Yeah, adulteration, yes, one of the big problem of India faced. I already told you that even in the case of black pepper, they add papaya seeds, and this kind of adulteration is very common. Milk is also adulterated. Yes, and what is other reason why we are not able to export?
Ma'am,
High
consumption.
domestic demand is very high.
Okay, domestic demand is high, but still we have scope for export. Why are we not doing it?
Ma'am, because
Forward and backward linkages.
Okay, forward and backward linkage programs problems. Neha?
ma'am, I think the food processing industry is not at par with the producing industry, because we produce a lot of raw materials, but we don't have a proper processing industries for the same.
Yes, good, good. Processing industry is a problem because now we want to have a food parks and all of this thing. Because India, India is a large country with a diverse nature. Okay, every farmer has his own method of production. Every village has its own method of cultivation. You must have witnessed yourself in Northeast, it's different, and in Southern India, you come the cultivation, food pattern, everything is different. So this is also one of the reasons because our production type we produce in a diverse way. Yes, and international standards. A lot of our productions are we follow traditional methods which do not match international standards. And for export also, the farmer have to bring it to certain area or some area, some marketplace, or he have to do packaging and all of that thing. And for this, farmer need finance, which a farmer is not able to get it easily. Yes, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then increase access to information. Okay, see, if we educate our youth, our farmers, if we provide education, agriculture education, and we can increase access to information. See, now we are talking about information technology. Okay, ICT, information communication technology, or electronic media, usage of electronics. Okay, in case of agriculture, just to increase the information. Okay, agriculture education can increase the access to information about the method of cultivation or new innovation. It can even lead to research and development. Yes, isn't it very important to have research and development in agriculture as much as in other sector?
It is, ma'am.
Okay, no one is answer except Sneha and Pankaj. Is everyone present? Present?
Yes, ma'am, we are present.
Yes, ma'am, we are present.
Okay, fine. So increase access to information, expanding agriculture research. Next point, yes, the agriculture education can lead to further increase in expansion in agriculture research. Because in India we have very less, research in field of agriculture. Agriculture is actually lagging very much behind many other fields in case of research. In other countries like per se developed countries, the agriculture research is very high. People, the government is investing a huge chunk of money in agriculture research, in bringing modern technology, modern methods, and modern practices which can match with the changing climate or increase in the demand. Okay, consumption pattern, all of this. But in India, the agriculture education, research education is basically low. So hence, the new education policy want to address all of these factors, so that we can make our agriculture sector a productive sector where there is a very good return to the farmer, and it can make our economy self-reliant. Yes, and we can even boost our agriculture export, so that we can earn foreign revenue, and we can even double the farmers income, which we are aiming at. Okay, challenges of agriculture education. What are the challenges we face in agriculture education? First is difficulty in attracting talented rural and urban youth. Why it is very difficult to attract talented rural and urban youth?
On the low opportunities and
Yes, limited career opportunities. Yeah, people are already want to pursue. Keep in mind the opportunities, career opportunities which we can get, and the income which we can earn, and various other purposes. So in case of agriculture education, we find it very low. The career opportunities the seen by people are very low. Hence, this makes the agriculture education a less preferable thing in India. Okay. Next is shortage of competent Faculty, yes. In many of the agriculture universities in India, we have shortage of faculties. If there is faculty also, they have the issue of payments and other issues, and infrastructure is also a biggest problem in this university. Next is issue in state institutions, that is lack of significant, see, agriculture is a state subject, okay, hence only so state have to make a lot of effort in promoting agriculture studies as well. So but there is a lack of significant effort seen by many state governments, has led to the deteriorating of state agriculture universities. Next is inadequate funding support. The funding support which is received by this agriculture universities are comparatively less in comparison to many other engineering colleges, maybe medical colleges. Hence what is happening, the infrastructure development is also lagging behind in this agriculture universities. Next is integrating agriculture education with job creation. See, we need to see, agriculture education and job creation should come hand in hand. So if there is job creation, then only there is education. Yeah, I mean there is demand for that kind of field of education. You must have seen, due to this corona pandemic, a lot of people want to pursue some degree in hospitality. Yeah, some people want to even become medical doctors or anything. This is demand is increasing for medical profession, or that's because people can see there are a lot of job. Okay, people want to have job security. People want to see that there is future job availability, so that they have to pursue one kind of career. So this is what is lacking in India. We are not able to find that scope of getting employment in the future. Then next is outdated curriculum. Yes, in India, our agriculture curriculum is very much outdated, and it doesn't meet the today demand and need of present time. It doesn't actually represent the today's world order and fast changing food consumption pattern. Okay, it actually try to address only the problems and outdated solution. There is no much of research and in the agriculture. When we speak about agriculture curriculum, it is more of book based rather than practical, and rather than promotion of research. It's because of lack of infrastructure in those colleges, which is actually hindering interest of the students as well. Okay, what are the way forward? The way forward is extending non-formal education in rural region to tap the agriculture potential of workforce. Okay, the second is updating course curriculum, and third is training the academic staff and collaborating with national or international center of excellence. Yes, this collaboration can bring in a lot of ideas from all over the country, so that every college can try to improve themselves, or try to get better solutions for the local and regional problem by looking at the problems in other region. And there should be more in field studies. Yeah, the student and the farmer should be combined together, so that there will be best even the student will get to know the method of agriculture followed in the country, and the farmers will also be able to understand the modern technologies from the students. Yeah, providing student guidance and counseling, yeah, from the school level, from school level, and the rural youth and urban youth should be given some kind of counseling and some kind of enthusiasm, or some kind of guidance why they have to take up this studies in agriculture and what is the benefit of it. Next is effective accreditation system should be evolved from monitoring the quality of state agriculture universities. Yes, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what are the government initiative to educate agriculture agriculture education other than national new education policy? First is ARIA. You must have heard about this thing, no? Attracting and retaining youth in agriculture. ARIA scheme, ARIA program. This is basically,
No,
I already told you that the farmer's son do not want to be a farmer. So this is a problem. So we want to solve this issue. Hence, we introduced a scheme called ARIA, where we are actually trying to retain the youth in agriculture, and we want to make agriculture remunerative, so that people and youth are actually attracted towards agriculture sector, to give them diversified options. See, many state government are implement changing their land reforms. Okay, they're changing their land use things, so that they can bring in some youth, or the urban youth who are not into agriculture, who do not belong to agriculture family, to agriculture. Okay, so urban youth can buy land, agriculture land now, just that key people are attracted to from the urban area to rural area, and we can even stop migration. Because of lack of employment in rural area, youth are migrating towards urban area. So we can trap this energy in the in the rural area by providing them better agriculture incentive. Yeah, next is dedicated agricultural education portal was set up. Yeah, then student ready, that is rural entrepreneurship awareness and development yojana program. It is to provide job based entrepreneur training to the student, and national agriculture higher education program was set up. And there is international collaboration, that we want to collaborate our universities with international, and we want to have some student exchange programs where the students can go and see the best practices in some other country, so that they can do more studies and they can try to implement it our country according to the suitability. Till here, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am. It's clear, ma'am.
Okay. So next topic is e-technology in the aid of farmers. Have you heard about this? Is it visible?
Ma'am, it is.
Okay, am I audible?
You are.
So the last topic, I hope you're clear with it. So now next topic would be e-technology in the aid of farmers. Okay. So what are the e-technology have you noticed in and around your surroundings which are used by farmers in the recent past?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think your screen froze because the slide is not open.
One sec. Is it visible now?
Ma'am, the screen is visible, but it's your desktop screen. The slide has not opened yet.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what are the e-technologies you have noticed in your surrounding?
Information technology, so that the farmers will get information about rainfall and they
Okay.
can go for plantation.
Okay,
Enam.
so Enam, yes, good. I've finished this topic, right, Enam?
Yes,
Have
ma'am,
I?
we did.
Yes, okay.
We did, we
Next,
did.
yeah, good. Enam, next. What else?
Ma'am, will remote sensing help in this case?
Yes, remote sensing, yes,
Yeah.
it will help. Yeah. Taluk. Taluk.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, e-technology. What are the e-technology you have studied in your college? Sweetie, Sharmila, and Alice. E-technologies. Have you noticed any e-technology in your area surrounding farmers, or you have read in newspaper?
Ma'am, soil health card.
Yes, soil health cards. Okay. So why do we want to actually bring technology in farming? E-technology, that e-technology in farming. Why do we want to introduce this?
That way we can ensure the proper production with proper
Efficiency in
information.
the whole process.
Yes, efficiency, transparency, yes. And then, where's Taluk? Taluk and Sarah? Answer me. Why do we need e-technology in the agriculture of farmers? Why we are promoting it so much? Why do we speak about digitalization, digital India? Why? Can we leave out
They can,
farmers if we want to achieve digital India? Can we do that?
no ma'am.
Then why are we talking about it? Why? Because it's very difficult for farmers to be digitalized. Yes, you know that majority of our farmers in rural area or urban, you can say, are not educated. They cannot handle technology. That was a common perception among people. Okay, then why now we want to introduce technology? Why?
Ma'am, with technology, they will be assured of better prices. They won't be duped and in some ways, and then they can go for a places where they can get more money
Yeah.
through
Okay.
internet connectivity.
Okay. Fine. So the digital. One second. See, what is digital? Let me use this. Okay, digital agriculture can be defined as information communication technology and data ecosystem to support the development and delivery of timely, targeted, localized information and services to make farming profitable. What? To make farming profitable, then sustainable. That is sustainable in the sense what? Economically, socially, environmentally, while delivering safe, affordable, nutritious food to all. Do you understand what is digital agriculture? It is basically using information communication technology and data ecosystem to support the development and delivery of timely targeted, that is targeted means localized targeted information and service to make so that we can make farming more profitable, more sustainable, and economically, environmentally it should be supportive. Yes, and we have to deliver safe and nutritious affordable food to all. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it would see the digital agriculture. It would empower the rural youth in realizing their full potential. It can help farmers in increasing their profitability by access to equitable markets, rural businesses to offer value added services. The point you which you guys told me, the same thing. It will empower the rural youth so that they can utilize their full potential. Yes, and then it can make farmers it can make agriculture more profitable. Yes, am I clear? And it can even make farmer understand about market demand, supply, and what is going on in the market, and it can even help him to to add the value to its produce. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is digitalization in agriculture. Why government is promoting so much of digitalization in agriculture? So all of this, some points of this whole paragraph can be the answer. Okay, government is actually promoting it so that there can be there can be win-win situation to both the consumer and the seller. Yes. Okay. What is the one of the biggest factor which has changed in India after introduction of electronics of agriculture methods, or electronics or information communication technology in agriculture? What is the biggest benefit to the farmers and the I'm talking about farmers and the government? What is the biggest benefit? What was the biggest change you can visible change you can see after introduction of digitalization in agriculture? Taluk, Sarah, Ganesh, please unmute yourself and answer me. What is the biggest visible change which took place in the Indian agriculture sector after digitalization, or after emphasis on the digitalization? No benefit?
There is, ma'am.
Okay, what is it?
We can we can finally have a proper data of the total amount of farmers that are uh, into agriculture in the country. At least as a certain number we can get, and through
More than
that we
that,
can.
something that was very much visible, that is direct benefit transfer. Have you heard about direct benefit transfer?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you sure? Have you heard about direct benefit transfer?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, the subsidy or whatever amount the government usually provides to the farmer, now it's given directly to the farmer's account. So this is reducing the corruption or increasing the transparency. Yes, the government funds are being utilized in a proper direction. Because of this, the farmers are able to get exact amount which this government is given. Previously, there used to be middlemen, and the farmers used to get a large amount of what he was liable to receive. But now what is happening, because of this digital mode, direct amount is transferred directly to the account of the farmer, and farmer is actually able to get the total benefit of what he is liable to. Yes, and even the Aadhaar card is linked to this what is that the account, so that what is happening, the government even can have a proper data and record. Yes, and then there is certain programs like soil health card, Prime Minister Krishi Sinchai Yojana, National Market and Weather Index Insurance. All of this can be received by the farmer very easily, which comes directly to his account. He need not run from pillar to pillar to receive the benefit of insurance schemes, which he is liable. He's not supposed to give the middleman the share for getting his benefit, what he's liable to get from the government. Am I clear?
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
very easy now for the government to distribute subsidies. So a lot of money from the government side is also saved, because now there is no chance of loophole. Like government agencies are aware of how many farmers have received the exact number of subsidy, and there cannot be double accounting. Yes, double account holding can be cut short. Will be taken out due to this Aadhaar linking to the bank account. And then there can be digital soil map also. Yeah, technology, using technology, now we can map the soil, what kind of soil is under which kind of crop cultivation. Yes, am I clear? It is enhancing human capacity. Okay, it is building human capacity. How? There is some concept called digital green. Have you heard about it? Have you heard about
No, ma'am.
digital green? Okay, none of you have heard about it. Okay, under this digital green program, what happens? Some farmers, whatever the farming practices they have done, and they've benefited from it, there will be some, this kind of videos are taken out, or some kind of data about a video or something that is given to the other farmers. The other farmer who are not actually are hesitant to adopt to this new methods can actually, get influence and adopt the new method. You know that one farmer will trust the other farmer, so this can actually help in this is done usually using social media platforms, and it is helping in building human capacity. Okay, next is how digital technology is transforming the agriculture. How is it? How it is transforming the agriculture sector? You must be having a lot of points now. Please tell me how digital technology is transforming the agriculture sector. How is it transforming?
Removing corruption through DBT.
Okay, removing corruption.
Ma'am, a bigger scope and a bigger market. We don't have to
Mhm.
get any support from the not only government, but we don't have to, like, we get our own market, like in online businesses or anything. The
Yes, yes.
platforms and scopes are innumerable now that digital technology is a part.
Yes, that's right. Direct, no, one farmer can actually directly get connected to the seller also through digital technology. He did not totally depend on the market, and he did not actually sit and wait for someone to come and purchase it. Rather, he can connect. Someone from Northeast can connect to a farmer in Andhra Pradesh and can sell directly from Northeast to Andhra Pradesh without going through any hustle or middlemen. Yes, am I clear? Then what are the other digital technology transformation agriculture? What are the other
Proper
transformations?
proper information through internet has helped many farmers to grow better crops or plan in a better way.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, due to digital technology, now farmers are aware, okay, if it is going to rain or not. Okay, what are the prices in the market? What is most in demand in the, market? And all of this information they can get, and they can even get the information about government schemes and government services in agriculture sector. They can understand what is the MSP for which produce on daily basis. They can understand, they can be aware about their market. Yes, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how digital, the question is how digital technology is transforming the agriculture. Okay, agriculture rests on three basic pillars, that is teaching of agriculture practices, research. A lot of research is happening all over the world to make agriculture profitable and climate resistant. Yes, the climate change is spoken thing in the recent time, and it has been impacting the agriculture sector in a more than just one manner. I can say a lot of crop failure, there is a drought, sometimes there's flood, sometimes there's pest attacks. So all of this are actually said to be connected directly to the climate change. Yes, the extension of agriculture from rural to rural area, from one land to other, from one sector to other, one person to other person. Yes, this is the this is the basic three pillars of agriculture. As India is a huge country, see, can you see this PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it boring to just teach from PPT or?
No, it's okay, ma'am. It's good.
It's
There's
fine,
no
ma'am.
other way also we can do.
Yeah, that is the thing. So okay, see, this India is a huge country with multiple limitations. Okay, what are those limitations? Like geography is a limitation. What is the geographical limitation India is facing? What are the geography limitations of geography? Okay, what is agroclimatic zones?
India is divided into different regions where we have tropical region, subtropical region. We have also
Mm-hmm.
deciduous region. So different
Yes.
crops grow in different areas.
Yes, geographical. See, some areas are, you can say rain shadow areas. You can. There is some areas which are, not, crops are black soil. Somewhere it is red soil. Yeah, the soil changes, and the rainfall patterns also different. All of this, and population. What is the problem with the population?
Ma'am, the population is increasing, but the land isn't. So
Yes.
whatever land we have
Mm-hmm.
for agriculture, it's being divided more and more.
Yes, because now the land has become very fragmented. Everyone has a small piece of land. In India, small and marginal landholders are too many compared to large land holding. Yes, because land is same and the population in India is huge, and land is getting distributed from generation to generation. Yes, and the population also now, due to increased urbanization, a very less amount of land is actually cultivated, and majority if the lands are turning into urban centers? Then what is the problem with the language? Why we are talking about digitalization, people and language?
Ma'am, because language acts as a barrier between potential buyers and sellers if we don't have digital technology to do so.
But why digital technology is becoming a problematic thing when it comes to language?
English education is not has not permeated as much in the society. So
Yeah, basically majority,
information
yes,
won't.
yeah, majority of our farmers are less educated, you can see, and majority of them do not understand English. Yes, and the farmer from northern India may not understand Hindi, sorry, southern India may not understand Hindi. All of this language, India is a diverse country, every state has its own language, but when it comes to digital mode, the language is limited. Yes, the maybe it will be two or four or five languages, but some region, maybe some hinterland, the language might be totally different, and the farmer from that region may not be able to understand this language, and fall get into a problem of this language problem, where he is not able to actually get the benefit of digital mode. Next is way of cultivation practice is it is very difficult. Okay, way of cultivation practice. Yes, I already told you that every region has its own different cultivation practice. Every region's cultivation practice varies, in with time and scale. Yes, so this is very difficult for us to, I mean, for government or for government to transfer the same technology on individual basis. Okay, it is very difficult for. Isn't it right that government cannot transfer everyone one technology, right? Is it possible to transfer technology based on individual? Is it
No,
in the
no,
vast
ma'am.
country?
No, ma'am.
So this is
No.
also becoming biggest problem, because every individual, every region has own practice, own way of cultivation. Yes, is it same in Assam and Meghalaya, the cultivation? Is it?
No, ma'am.
It will be slightly changed. Okay, maybe the what Neha's grandfather used to do cultivation, it is very different compared to Pankaj. Maybe they are neighbors. Okay, there is some technique which will be differing, yes, from each individual. So it's very difficult for government to transfer technology on individual basis, but they have to work. I mean, the technology comes with one size fits all. So this is also one of the biggest problem which I already spoke about in the class. I told you that now it is feminization of agriculture. Women are more into agriculture. Yes, but what is happening, the machines and equipment, that is actually not compatible to women. It is basically done keeping in mind the larger population, that is the I mean, not larger, basically male oriented. So what is happening, the women are actually dependent on some other people to use this kind of instruments. Yes, and in India, the next is agriculture extension service professional per thousand farmers are is very less. Hence, what happens? So, information communication technology or e-technology can play important role in this scenario, because we don't have the enough number of people to provide information and services to the farmers, information services or extension of services to farmers on the professional line, because we have very less number of people who are actually getting into this agriculture studies and all of that. So information communication and e-technology can bridge this gap. So one person can address the problem of various farmer without keeping without even having the barrier of geographical barriers can be cut short with information communication technology. Yes, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, basically, 15 years ago, mobile phone was like a luxury. Right now, mobile phone is a very common thing, and internet has become a very integral part of us after the, after Geo network. Yes, every nook and corner you can find internet connectivity and mobile phone. So this actually has helped farmer in more than one way. This has actually mobile internet access can be increased, it can increase a small farmer's revenue by 50%. How? Because he may not actually depend on the large buyer, buyer, or he did not actually depend on someone who, you can say, middleman for selling his small produce. He can contact himself directly he can have contact directly with the consumer and seller, and actually get all the information without being relied upon the other farmer. Yes, so this is the this is the power of internet and mobile connectivity or e-technology, that it can increase the farmers revenue by 50% or more. Have you taken a note of all of this?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it clear till here? Is there any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, isn't it very simple? So next is agriculture is becoming industrialized and spoken of has a value system. How? We already discussed about it. See what is happening. Agriculture is becoming industrialized. Now we are talking as terms of produce. Yes, every commodity we are turning into a marketable produce, a marketable product. You can say. So even industry, agriculture industry from basic previously it was India was focusing on self sufficiency. Okay, we wanted to have produce enough to be sufficient for our consumption, but now we are talking about value addition. Yes, we are making it as a value system, a value added product. We are making it as a product where there is a value in the market. Yes, agriculture is becoming industrialized. Now we are talking about food processing industry. We want to process the food, we want to give it a value, we want to increase the value of just simple grain of rice. We want to brand it and we want to give packaging, marketing, and we want to increase the value so that the farmer can get enough benefit or enough return for what we have invested in. Okay, then next is digital technologies are finding increasing use in the agriculture value system, and farmers are increasingly becoming more informed. How they are becoming more informed? Because they get information from government website, like they get messages, and they have kisan call centers where they can call the 24 into 7 helpline, where they can ask the questions. They can from by sitting in their own village, they can connect to experts in the field, and they can get the best of advices. Has various measures are taken to provide them ready access to technology and information. Yes. Then next is high-tech farming. Now we are using drones, sensors, use of sensors. We are doing precision farming. Have you heard about precision farming? We've spoken about it in previous classes. That making the farming more beneficiary, giving the water exactly to the amount required, or fertigation. Okay, that is irrigation and fertilizers together. Yes, and we want to do data analytics. We want to maintain the proper data of the produce and the output and everything, and we want to use nanotechnology in case of agriculture. Yes, have you heard about all of this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes,
all of these
ma'am.
things are making high-tech farming becoming a very common thing in India in next few years. Till here, I hope everyone is clear. Next is technology in conserving water. Okay, how technology is useful in conserving water? How are we able to conserve water through using technology? Just tell me some simple stuff which you must have noticed in your surrounding.
Drip and sprinkler irrigation.
Hmm? Yes, then stuff like rainwater harvesting. Have you heard about rainwater harvesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and have you heard about this using this in the in the class where I've taught about irrigation? I've said you that actually they are planning to drip irrigation, and the irrigation where it is connected, and there will be sensor. The water is released according to the need of the soil. I mean, within the gap. Okay, there will be proper gap maintained according to the time frame. Yes, so that the human intervention reduces. Even in case of drip irrigation, once there is a drip irrigation facility, the plant will get that particular amount of water continuously, hence the human intervention or need for human participation reduces. Yes. See, in India, it's like agriculture is basically rain-fed agriculture. Okay, we are basically dependent on rainfall. So this is actually becoming a biggest problem in the agriculture sector, because monsoons have become extremely unpredictable because of climate change. You can say even in the regions where the monsoon was more than like sufficient or very good, these areas are also facing the problem of maybe late monsoon, which is actually destroying their crops. If you take in the coastal region, the monsoon was delayed this time, hence a lot of farmers were not able to sow the seeds, because they were waiting for rainfall first, and then they were because of excess rainfall they were not able to sow the seeds. All of this has become very common problem. Hence we actually want to introduce technology conserving water. We want to conserve the water because drought prone areas are increasing. Many regions which used to get sufficient rainfall are getting deficient rainfall in the recent past. So hence conserving water as becoming a very important need of the heart. And water table also, groundwater table is also decreasing because water consumption is increasing due to industrialization and excess pumping of water. So now we want to focus on this concept called micro irrigation. Yes, all this drip irrigation, all of this comes under this micro irrigation. Then we want to introduce a concept of fertigation, and we want to promote it and protect the cultivation system. We want to do all of these things in the coming years, and we are actually practicing all of these things to conserve the water. And we are talking about sustainable groundwater management. We want to rejuvenate our lakes and the old wells which are actually drying up, and all of these things efforts are being taken. Okay, then remote sensing in agriculture. What is remote sensing? See, remote sensing technology is actually, one sec. Okay, it has advanced to also detect and identify signatures of plant and crops animals. Even in case of greenhouse plantation or greenhouse cropping system also, this remote sensing is also helping in. Okay, moving this has a potential to move beyond sonar, and ocean temperature maps are used to show upwelling and chlorophyll's distribution to identify coastal productivity zone. Can use side-looking airborne radars to detect sholas of surface swimming fishes. Okay, nowadays you must have witnessed that a lot of fishes are coming to the shore. Okay, maybe large fishes are also coming to the shore. It is said that because of the climate change, the water surface water of oceans are getting heated. So this is actually having a threat to the fishing community. Even this remote even this remote sensing, just a sec. Okay, so the remote sensing can actually provide an important tool which can aid the site-specific management of crops. Okay, we can make good management of crop which according to site-specific, and it has a potential to provide real-time analysis of what are the attributes that is leading to various changes in the crop. Maybe growth of the crop, we can monitor it, and we can have assist in it can assist in making timely management decisions. Yeah, that's how remote sensing is helping in agriculture, so that the farmer can have a better planning capacity. Okay, next is crop classification and accurate estimation. In case of crop classification, remote satellites or drones are basically used to get a proper image. Yes, drones are used nowadays highly in case of agriculture, even to spray pesticide also. We use drones in past from past a few years. We are using drones even in spraying pesticides, and even understanding the crop loss, and various studies in the agriculture field. We are using drones. Just a sec. Till here, is there any doubts? Is
No,
there any
ma'am.
doubt?
Ma'am, can you please show the previous slide? I just missed a point to write.
One sec. Just write the side heading. Do not write like in detail.
Yes,
Just
ma'am, I
write
was
side.
writing the heading only.
Sorry. One sec. This right done, Sneha?
Yes, ma'am.
So all are in the class, or some people are like dozing off? Next is crop health monitoring. Okay, using e-technology, I told you, remote sensing satellite, all of this can also help in crop health monitoring. How can it help? We can get a real-time data, okay, about the growth of the crop, how what is the condition of the crop. Maybe some crop just start to get infected by some pest, okay, and the farmer won't be able to see it sometime, because maybe the pest attack can start from certain area, or some kind of damage might have happened to the crop. So using this information technology, you can actually, a farmer can have a total clear idea about the condition of the crop. you know he can have a clear picture, okay. And there is a district wise crop health condition assessment can be done by the government, okay. Drones in agriculture, I already told you that drones can be of ground based and aerial based, and they are used increasingly in the field analysis to monitor crop health. Please write down these points, okay. Drones are ground-based and aerial-based, and are increasingly used for field analysis to monitor crop health. Okay, and irrigation, pesticide management, and planting. You must have seen in some pictures. Okay, even in news that small drones are used for pesticide management and irrigation facility. Also, they can be used. Yes, then conducting aerial survey at regular interval to study the difference in land use, crop loss assessment, crop health imaging, and integrated GIS mapping. All of this can be happening and done through the drone. And even in case of some insurance programs of government, the losses can be measured using drone. Okay, the farm loss which has taken place, the government can measure it very accurately using drones. Okay, then remote sensing is a big. The next thing is big data. How big data is used? Okay, big data is to support the development of derived weather products, that is radar, improve hydrology and water management. Big data is used with the help can be used in water management, soil health, crop coverage, all of this. See, this point might be repeating, okay, the factors might be repeating. Of course, in agriculture, what happens, the same thing is done with the multiple way, but the efficiency matters. So we want to have best practices which are most efficient, okay. Next is unmanned aerial vehicles that can that even includes the drones, exactly. So information communication based support to farmers. The Ministry of Farmers for Agriculture, Farmers Welfare have targeted to improve awareness, knowledge efficiency of farmer. Okay, so through information communication technology, what is happening? The farmer is given better knowledge. The ministry is working towards providing better awareness and making this information reachable to the farmer, so that no one is left behind. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this makes the information reach a farmer very easy and very efficient. And plus, along with that, planning and monitoring of the scheme, so that policy decision can be taken in a very fast manner, and farmer can get benefited very quickly, can also be done using ICT. Example, under this crop insurance scheme, the loss of the crop, maybe because of hailstorm, because of flooding or anything, can be assessed in a very fast manner using ICT, and the farmer can get benefit at a quick manner, so that he can come up with some solution, or he can he can be saved from getting into trapped into some cycle of poverty. Yes, national e-governance plans. In case of information technology or e-technology in the agriculture, that is, First is to empower different sections of rural area. National e-governance plan focuses on empowerment of different sections in the rural area. Second, those who have access to digital infrastructure can get the information through website and web portal. Yes, people can directly go to the ministry's website and web portal and get the information whatever is required. Then next is those with smartphone, they can get information through mobile apps. A lot of apps have been introduced by the government and various private institutes also about agriculture. So those who have connectivity to the internet or those who have smartphone, they can download the app and get the information. Those who have basic phones, they get advice through SMS. They get some or maybe some hailstorm is predicted or some rainfall is predicted, they will get SMSs. And even the fertilizer about the pricing, they get SMS. Plus there is something called Kisan call center. I think you must have heard about it. This Kisan call center where the farmers can call the helpline 24 into 7 and receive all the form of information he needs or he is in need of. Okay, next is agriculture 2.0, that is e-kranti. Once the government started speaking about digitalization, one of the important parameter of this digitalization was agriculture digitalization. E-governance includes agriculture digitalization, that is reforming governments through technology for all and early harvest program. That is basically government through agriculture 2.0 want to provide information technology and all and early harvest programs which can be reachable to the farmers. I hope you guys are not confused. This is very simple. Agriculture 2.0, that is digital agriculture, that is e-kranti. Okay, under e-governance program, one of the main aspect of e-governance program was, one of the pillar of program was digitalization of agriculture. This is simple, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then have you heard about mobile money? See, paper money, farmer had some problem, like a lot of farmers in, you must have seen that in rural area, there's very poor banking infrastructure. Even though some farmers want to open a saving bank account, they will still find it difficult to do that. Even if they have a bank account, it was not preferable because, going to the bank, it would take, so many hours of the day and waiting in the queue. Plus they had some complexity, they had to be dependent on middlemen. All of this was complicated, and the farmers preferred keeping money with themselves rather than keeping it in bank, even though they could get some interest. So but now, due to mobile money, this is a key innovation. Okay, is everyone present or people are sleeping?
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
So okay, so under this mobile money, what is happening? The key intervention that has unlocked tremendous opportunity for rural customers. Okay, I told you in rural area, access to banking is quite difficult. So paper money is expensive and risky in rural to rural consumers, but mobile money is safer, especially for women. Okay, and costless to transfer. Yeah, because of easy transfer, costless transfer, mobile money has become very comfortable and usable. Okay, mobile money also allows rural consumer to bypass poor infrastructure to support saving and access to credit. Yes, it's very easy now to get a loan for loans. And even it is very important, easy to withdraw money, transfer money. Yes, have you noticed yourself, like few years back, transferring money using phone or just app would be like not even imagined, but now most of the population is using this and it's become more comfortable than giving cash. Yes, scanning the barcode and just paying has become more comfortable and easier rather than taking out cash. And even during COVID pandemic, there was some fear of transferring virus from one person to one person through currency notes. So the digital transaction or mobile money has become one of the very important rescue. Yes, paper money is expensive and risky to the rural consumer. That is same point. It is there is some repetition, but mobile money is more safer and more convenient to carry, and even the farmer can get easily loan easily with this system, and the loan will come directly to his account, which he can access using his mobile phone. Okay, Internet of Thing. What is Internet of Things? Have you heard about it? There was one UPSC prelims question on Internet of Things. So it basically means internet connectivity of all connectable things. Okay, the things include people and device. Yes, it is like how basically you get up in the morning. Your geyser is, I mean, your alarm is set at the same time. When the geyser is on, you can go and take shower. Once you're out, the breakfast is ready, and once you're just out of the house, your house will be locked automatically, and all of this Internet of Things. But actually in India, problem is connectivity again. But Internet of Things can become a very good thing in case of agriculture. Okay, Internet of Things facilitates remote access to active information. For example, a farmer visiting the local market can access his in-field soil sensor to detect on or to decide on what fertilizer to buy, or remotely assess the health parameters of his livestock. So there is no need of his presence, but once he's in the local market, he can still get access to in-field soil sensor and understand what fertilizer to buy. The in-field soil sensor will help him understand what is the deficiency in his soil, and even though he is not present, he can remotely access the health parameter of his livestock. I'm clear. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I fast?
I
No,
don't think
ma'am.
so.
Huh?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. The pace is okay.
Okay, then artificial intelligence. Have you heard about artificial intelligence, AI?
Yes, ma'am.
What is artificial
Yes,
intelligence?
ma'am.
I mean, they are kind of programmed to learn by themselves in different circumstances and different ideas.
Okay, artificial intelligence is basically the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines. Yes, especially computer systems. Yeah, without a human, the human intelligence can be used and processed in a computer way, so that the error can be reduced. Yes, this adds scope in what decision making. Yeah, artificial intelligence in agriculture can help in decision making. Am I clear with what is artificial intelligence?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. Okay, human intelligence processed by machine can work just like human, and it can even make decisions. Okay, if you watch some some movies these days which are coming basically on artificial intelligence, how this is working. Okay, artificial intelligence is used in even everything these days. Just like see, when you're using maybe some app, uh, uh, some some shopping website, some recommendation you get about what is the some about your favorite brands, or something you have been talking about to your friend. Maybe you call me and you talk about such topic, you might get a notification about it in next few hours. Or maybe you discuss with me about some place you would like to visit, maybe you get advertisement more on that thing. It's all the work of artificial intelligence. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, artificial intelligence helps in what decision making. It will help the farmer in making the right decision without the human error. Okay, because human is tend to make some errors which can be eliminated using artificial intelligence. The vastness and complexity in agriculture makes it very promising field for application of artificial intelligence technology. Artificial intelligence supports in decision making, provides to. Okay, this is the same, I guess. Okay, then human intelligence can take long time to assimilate, understand, and react to all complex variable. But in case of artificial intelligence, decision making can be very quick, and accuracy will be high in case of decision making. Okay. Okay, farmers can benefit not only from direct on-farm application of artificial intelligence, but can also implement this in case of improving seeds, crop protection, and fertility production. All of this can be done using artificial intelligence. Yes, and even he can understand about weather-related things, biological and weather-related processes during cultivation, and all of the other factors. And it can make agriculture a little bit more simpler and more efficient. Okay, next is agriculture extent. See, this is a picture of just for you can understand what is e-technology in this picture. See, e-technology. What is e-technology? Agri extension, information, and service, which is directly connecting the farmer. That is e-technology. E-technology is the bridge, which the thing which bridges the gap between the farmer and all of these facilities. Next is opportunities to digitally empower farmers. What are the opportunities to digitally empower the farmers? What are the opportunities?
They have to first introduce a digital learning platform for the
Yeah.
farmers.
Yes, they need to, because otherwise that's the problem. Otherwise, the farmers will never understand it. It will be complex. Hence, we have the community centers where the farmers are getting information. Yeah, in the panchayat, or maybe you must have heard about that panchayat will have a center. Or I mean, in there is some workshop where farmers are given awareness about digitalization, and community service centers are there to provide all of these facilities. Yes, so opportunities to digitally empower farmers, that is diverse agroclimatic zones, diverse geography and physiography, multi-diversity in language, diverse cropping pattern, low farmer extension worker ratio, growing digital penetration, rural literacy. Yeah, because the literacy ratio in India is increasing because of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So, and because of the more number of community centers, a lot of farmers are getting educated now. So the opportunity to digital empower farmers lies here. That is due to multi diversity in languages. What is happening? The farmers, yeah, farmers can actually get information in their customized language, because state government and the district government is also actually introducing some digital reforms which are more of their own language, so they can bridge the gap of language. And diverse agroclimatic zone, every climate zone differ. Hence, every one size all fits all policies actually are a big failure, because one size fit all policy cannot be implemented in India because of agroclimatic zone and diverse geography and physiography. Hence, digital empowerment can reduce the complexity arising due to these factors. And next is diverse cropping pattern. India, I already explained you the cropping pattern is diverse, so digital empowerment can again play an important role in reducing this the gap and the problem caused due to diverse cropping pattern. And there is a low farmer extension workers ratio. Even there is this season, due to COVID, what happened, a lot of migrant workers moved back from their field, so there was shortage of workers in the field. So this caused a big problem in case of many states like Haryana, Punjab were one of the or southern state all had this problem. So introducing technology can bridge this gap. And growing digital penetration, that's what the internet access has increased and improved in the past few years, causing what, the digital penetration, and it is helping the farmer in understanding the current scenario in the market. And next is rising rural literacy. Yes, because of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and other government initiative, education and literacy rate in country is increasing significantly, creating literacy in rural area. And this digital empowerment of farmers and literacy is very closely connected, because though the person who is literate can understand digital technology much better way, in a much better way. Yeah, clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there are certain other portals which were started by government. Okay, that is, one sec. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometime it isn't working. Just a second. Okay, can you see the screen now?
No, ma'am.
Cannot see it. Now?
Yes, ma'am.
It's feasible, ma'am.
Okay, there are certain by government, that is agri extension information service. These are just for your own information, that is like e-training is given, e-demonstration, e-advice service, app and portal. That's what farmers need to be educated first about the digital technology. Otherwise just introduction of the scheme wouldn't help much, because without making them understand. So hence e-training is given in the in panchayati, district and state level. E-demonstration is given, that is in the community service centers it's given. Advisory service apps and portals are there, particularly dedicated to the electronic mode of learning to farmers. Okay, then DD Kisan, this is a channel. Social media, e-land records, you must have heard about no, I don't think so you heard, but there's a program called e-Bhumi by government of Karnataka, and many of the state governments are now going to digitalize the land records. Yes, for more easy and convenient way to access to the land record, because a lot of paper holding papers would actually lead to loss of papers and loss of land records. Next is e-recommendations are given, Kisan call centers and services. E-credit is given, through online portal only you can get credit. You need not depend on the bank or some outside lender, private lender. E-custom hiring, e-marketing, precision farming. I already told you precision farming is a farming where the exact need of the plant or the crop is catered to. Okay, then research and upcoming technologies. These are the research and upcoming technologies. I want you guys to note down all of this and do research on your own, understand it, because there can be some question from this from latest technologies. UPSC always tend to ask questions on latest technology. So please learn about gene mapping under the electrons and microscopes, blockchain in agriculture, big data analytics, remote sensing, drone, bio and geotagging. Just read about it. See, you must have seen that even some animals are these animals are actually tagged. Okay, there'll be some small tag in their ears or necks. Yeah, have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
That is radio frequency identification, which uses electromagnetic field just to that will automatically identify and track the tags attached to the object, so you can understand where is the animal, what is where its location, everything can be identified. As you must have seen that yellow tag on the ear of the basically cows and all. Have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the same thing, but the PPT is a little different. That remote sensing in agriculture. This is a PPT just for better understanding how remote sensing is used in agriculture and how crop classification is done. This, I think we have discussed all of this just now. Drones in agriculture also, we told you, I told you about drones in agriculture. See, this is a picture how the they are irrigating the area using drones, and even pesticides are put up with the help of drone. This reduces the human involvement and increases the efficiency also, because a lot of farmers fall sick, manually just manually spraying the pesticides. Okay, so this can be reduced using all of the drone and all. Okay, then information communication based support for farmers, that is M Kisan SMS portal. In that, farmer will get SMS on the their preferred language, on preferred agriculture practices and location, about the service given by government. Then Kisan call centers we already discussed. Sandesh Patak is basically it will even it is like SMS. Okay, but those farmers who are illiterate and cannot understand or read, the message will be read out loudly so that farmer can understand it. voice krishi vigyan kendras will be there, and there are a lot of smart phone mobile applications, that is to manure monitoring, wireless monitoring, location based app, agriculture specific calculation app, news and information can be received, sanchar shakti scheme, whereas the farmer will get information on his mobile phone itself through notification. Okay, and this is called radio I RI sorry RFID, that is radio frequency identification. Okay, it uses electromagnetic. I already told you it uses electromagnetic fields to automatically tell, okay, connect the tags, okay, where the farmer and can understand where his animal is and all of this thing. Then we spoke about the agriculture 2.0, and next is what are the upcoming advanced technologies in aid of agriculture and farmers. These are the big data for agriculture. Please read it on your own some more. What is big data in agriculture? This will help actually in accurate crop prediction, monitoring natural trends, agriculture automation, and it helps in even assessing the risk. Okay. Next is Internet of Thing. Now it has getting penetrated into our society. A lot of things are coming with IoT. So it is basically for precision agriculture, or monitoring drones, or monitoring livestock, and smart greenhousing. Okay, and artificial intelligence we already spoke, and blockchain technology for agriculture value system. Are you present with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, under the blockchain system, blockchain agriculture, what is happening? Have you heard about blockchain? Have you heard in your science class blockchain?
Yes, ma'am. For bitcoins and
Yeah,
digital
yeah.
currency.
Yeah, blockchain is used. Okay, blockchain, under blockchain only what happens, it helps in modernizing farm management software. It will help in agrotech, internet of thing optimization, fair pricing, enhancing agriculture supply chain, because blockchain is like a connecting, okay, one main chain which is connecting everything. And blockchain actually reduces the why blockchain is used, because it is a very good system of recording, okay, information, because it records information in such a way that it makes it difficult to change it, alter it, or cheat or hack the information. So this leads to what? Proper no, management. Okay, proper management, proper data collection, and spreading proper information storage. Okay, so it will help in fair pricing. Am I clear? Did you understand blockchain, how it is helping in agriculture? It makes
Yes,
it
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
very difficult to actually modify the data, change the data, or hack the data, so that we can get a clear picture. Okay, it will actually help the small and marginal farmer in a great way, because mobile remittances for small farmers can be received through big data using blockchain, greater accountability of multinationals, yeah, incentive to sustainable practices, because these multinational companies or big companies are tend to modify the data according to their requirement. So this can be prohibited, or this can be reduced using the blockchain system. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is robots and sensors in agriculture. Now robots have become a very common thing. See, like blockchain, artificial intelligence, robotics, all of this have become very common, and this is slowly getting into agriculture in India. In foreign and in developed countries, these technologies are used in very large scale. But in India, it is just in the primary stage. We are just getting into it. So, how the robots and sensors in agriculture used? First, it can be used in nursery management. Yes, nursery management, and it can be used in agriculture input applications like robots, and see here this kind of things. Basically it will have this kind of technology will have GPS and all of the Wi-Fi connected, all of this connected, so that it's very easy to monitor the crop. Then greenhouse, because in greenhouse the temperature can be maintained using robots. Okay, the greenhouse temperature, humidification should be maintained well, so this can be done through robot. Grading and sorting can be done easily, robotics in veterinary, and robotic sensors. All of this you must have witnessed in the some I cannot say you must have witnessed in your day-to-day life, because it is just getting into our agriculture sector in India. That's what the technology usage in agriculture is not as high as the developed countries, but in developed countries these systems are used in a very high way. Okay, highly it is used. It will reduce the dependency on manual labor, and also it will increase the productivity. The output will be very high. It is a very good solution. Maybe the initial investment is high, hence the small and marginal farmers cannot afford it. So basically in developed countries the farm holding will be large, hence they can afford it. But in case of India, the affordability is the problem. So government need to financially support the farmers, small and marginal farmers. Okay, next is other interventions. Okay, that is mobile app, Kisan Suvidha, and all of these things. Then this is just a thing, space, how space and digital technology, how it is used in the agriculture, and these are the programs. So please take note of this. This is one of the very important chart. I really want you to write down this, and this is very important. Okay, so what is the space related programs? And first is fasal. Okay, what is fasal? The full form says fasal is forecasting agriculture output using space, agrometeorology, and land-based observation. Under this, what happened? Multiple pre-harvest production forecast of 8 major crops at district, state, and national level can be done. Fasal. Please remember fasal. When it comes for fasal, it is forecasting agriculture output using space and agrometeorology and land-based observation. Next is NADAMS. NADAMS is National Agriculture Drought Assessment and Monitoring System. What is NADAMS? National Agriculture Drought Assessment and Monitoring System. Under this, periodic district and sub-district level drought assessment can be done, so that proper accurate picture of the drought level in the states can be monitored. Next is Chaman. It is for horticulture. Okay, some SH for horticulture. A coordinated horticulture assessment and management using geoinformatics. Okay, under this, area and production estimate of 7 horticulture crops in 12 states and horticulture development plans using geospatial technology can be done. Next is Kisan. Okay, Kisan is basically K, you have to just change it to C. That is crop insurance using space technology and geoinformatics. That I already told you that using remote sensing we can accurately measure the loss and plus crop yield. Okay, next is crop intensification, that is rice fallow. Under this, mapping and monitoring of post-kharif rice fallow land using satellite remote sensing and GIS technology for rabi crops are done. Okay, first is, please remember this fasal. Fasal is forecasting agricultural output using space, agrometeorology, and land-based observation. It is just done for pre-harvest production in 8 major for 8 major crops in districts and state and national level. Next is NADAMS. NADAMS is for drought assessing, so that we can clearly get the picture of drought level and the drought in the 14 major drought-prone state. Next is Chaman. Chaman is basically this H for horticulture assessment and management. Next is Kisan, that is crop insurance using space technology and agro informatics. So please do remember these things. Is it clear, this diagram? Is there any
Yes,
doubts?
sir.
So this is very important. So please take note of this. So if there is something called Kisan, you should know that it is crop insurance. Okay, it's C, it's not K. Insurance using space technology and geoinformatics. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, done, ma'am.
Taba, are you done?
Yes, ma'am, done, ma'am.
Where's Sharmila and 3 people together they were? Okay, Then satellite navigation. Okay, what are the benefits of? Can you read it on your own? Satellite navigation. Can you? Okay, next. Have you heard about BharatNet? What is BharatNet? Have you heard about BharatNet?
Yes, ma'am. They are planning to connect all the villages of India through with internet by August of 2022, but I don't think it will be complete.
Okay, fine. So BharatNet is national. See, previously there was something called National Optical Fiber Network. Under that, they wanted to create. I mean, connect all the villages or all the gram panchayats through internet. So basic objective was e-governance, e-health, e-education, e-banking, all of this, e-form of all the facilities. Basically, internet and other services to rural area. There was 3 phases under BharatNet. The first phase focused on 1 lakh panchayati should be connected to broadband. Okay, but this was basically underground fiber cable. Okay, the usage was underground fiber cable. Under first phase, what happened? 1 lakh panchayatis to be connected with broadband connectivity by using underground fiber cable. Okay, the second phase was connecting of all gram panchayat. That is using using optimal mix of underground fiber and fiber over power lines. Okay, radio and satellite media. So this was second phase. They focused on all gram panchayat. And third phase was state of art future proof network, including fiber between this fiber network between district and block. That is like third stage. They wanted to create connectivity between district and block level, and it should be state of art future proof network. Yes. Current, what happened? All in the inhabited villages beyond gram panchayat in 16 states, they are planning to connect via internet. Okay, this includes creation, upgradation, operation and maintenance and utilization of BharatNet by private sector also. Now we are even taking public-private participation. Okay, so that there can be faster rollout, because the operation efficiency will be high, and in case of PPP model, there will be maintenance and revenue generation can be better, and expected result can be received in a faster manner. Okay, then we wanted more investment, hence PPP was a best suitable model to increase the investment, so that we can bring equity investment and raise resources towards capital expenditure and for operating and maintaining of network. Okay, so increased investment can help us in better operation and maintenance. Okay, so even if this all this can lead to better access. Am I clear? Do you understand BharatNet?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Do you want me to repeat it?
Well, it's clear for me, but if anyone else wants to repeat it, then
Okay, fine. So next is India's agriculture sector productivity challenges. This is just for your own information, just for information. That is 55% of the population. Okay, this is the last slide. So, okay, the 55% of the population is engaged in agriculture productivity. This is the common line you must have heard so many times, which you can use in your answer. But unemployment rate in agriculture sector is constantly increasing year after year. Okay, and 169.6 million hectares of India's cultivable and okay, India has around 169.6 million hectares of cultivable land, which is one of the biggest in the world. Okay, the government of India tops the research institute. Okay, so nearly 60% of agriculture land in India is at the risk. Okay, because of excess use of fertilizer, that is misuse of fertilizer, poor cropping pattern, and soil nutrition deficiency. Okay, is it clear? Around 55% of the population is engaged in agriculture. Unemployment rate is quite high in case of agriculture. Then the land under agriculture is very high in case of India, and 60% of agriculture land is at risk because of over fertilization and poor cropping pattern, excess pumping of groundwater, nutrition and soil nutrition deficiency, all of this. And government subsidy to farmer for fertilizer, electricity and irrigation has increased more than eightfold in past few years. Okay, then okay, India uses 13% of the world extracted water and 87% of the used. Okay, see, in India, we use around 13% of the world extracted water. In this, the 13%, 87% is used just for irrigation. Okay. Okay, India actually is facing the threat because of declining rainfall during the monsoon. India's prime growing season is monsoon season, but due to the declining rainfall during this season, what is happening? The Indian agriculture is under threat. Okay. Okay, around 30%, according to Ministry of Agriculture report, around 30% of harvest and post-harvest economic losses come from vegetable and fruit sector. Is it clear till here? Is there any doubts?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, is there any doubts? Is there any doubts?
Ma'am, no doubts regarding this slide.
Is there any other doubt about the whole agriculture topics?
Not
Do you feel
from me,
anything
ma'am.
is left out?
Ma'am, I had one question to ask.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can
I'm not able to hear you. You are not audible. Sneha? Sneha, you're not audible.
ma'am,
Can
can we
anyone?
yes, ma'am.
Can we?
Ma'am, can we include the National Agricultural Education Policy while writing about the government initiatives for agriculture?
Right. Yes, you can, because in national education policy, they have new education policy. They have emphasized on the agriculture education. Yes, they have spoken about agriculture education. That's what I explained you, that Prime Minister Modi extensively spoken about agriculture education this time. Okay, now we don't want to just have a rote learning, but we want to have more more of interactive learning. So you can definitely mention this point. Is there any other doubt?
No, ma'am, just that.
Done. So oilseed revolution, what is it called as? One question I want to answer. What is oil seed revolution? What is it known as?
Yellow revolution.
Yellow?
Okay, good. So still here, everything's clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you answer write answers if there are questions?
Main answer,
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
ma'am? Yes, ma'am. We can.
Yeah.
We can, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So okay, so let's finish the class today. If you have any doubt, you can get back to me. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.